Good evening. It must be Tuesday night. We are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from the WCIG 104.1 FM radio booth inside Snappers Grill and Comedy Club, located in scenic Palm Harbor, Florida. And now, on with the show.
Well, thank you very much, my producer, Jeremy Davis. I am your host of the Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, founder, CEO, president. Jeremy usually finishes that, but I think I caught him off guard.
Oh, no, we'll get to that later. I got some new ones for you.
Well, this is my co-host, Devon Stofford.
What's
going on?
Nothing.
Going on?
Nothing.
Okay, you got a little loud there. That's what I like, because I'm a loud host. So I got to have my co-host increase the level of talkage there and with a little bit of loudness. Where's my yo-yo? Yeah! Thank you very much.
He's slacking over there.
Jeremy's slacking. Well, Jeremy had a week off. He was not present with us last week. We were in beautiful Casa D'Angelo, and you got to see the cats. You got to see the diva. You got to see the Prince Cooch. And that's not the last time that you're going to see them. Oh, no. We have a big surprise coming, don't we?
Absolutely, but as with all good surprises,
yes,
we're going to hold back.
We'll
let you guys know about that once it's all completed over there.
How about this? And I just thought about this. Aside from a cat calendar, because my cats are world famous, I'd love to have a cat calendar for my two cats. Aside from that, why don't we have a cat bowl?
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong button. What do you mean by
a cat bowl?
What do you mean by a cat bowl?
Let me give you the insider. Okay, here's the inside. I'm the broadcast journalist, and this is how I tell it like it is. A cat bowl is something that takes away the attention of a cheating, fraudulent Super Bowl that's coming up. And nobody wants to watch what we already know is going to happen. I guarantee it. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl again. The referees are going to help them again, just like they did when they helped New Orleans lose. I really think that is going to be the end result. So instead of watching this boring football game that's overrated and politically incorrect with all of these things that I'm not even going to get into why you shouldn't watch this event on Sunday and pay hard-earned dollars to watch a fraudulent outcome. And I can go on and on and on about this as my producer puts on his night vision glasses.
He don't want to see you, apparently.
They're my hater blockers.
Your hater blockers.
So when you say a cat bowl, you mean sort of like the puppy bowl that you were mentioning last week.
Exactly. And I was just going to get to that. I love the puppy bowl, especially when the game on Sunday, and again, I don't want to keep on repeating what it is. Everybody knows what it is. It's a corrupt bowl.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a bunch of referees determining the outcome instead of the players determining the outcome. It's fraudulent, and that's why football is not the number one sport. Hockey is the number one sport, and your Tampa Bay Lightning are the greatest team in hockey. Thank you very much. Right?
Yep. Big time.
And if Devon agrees with me, then there's got to be some legitimacy to that, right? Jeremy Davis agrees with me, then definitely there's got to be some legitimacy. Because we don't agree on everything, let me tell you that.
That's true.
Okay. So I just wanted to get that out of the way.
I am fully supporting this idea of a cat bowl.
A cat bowl.
I already have some ideas about how we can actually make something like that happen.
Well, that's how I became a broadcast journalist.
You're an ideas man.
I do ideas. I do my sports knowledge, my Bible. Again, chock full of stats. Everything that the sports fan needs to know. That's why I'm here, to help educate. Right?
Yep.
Thank you again, Devon. Again. And he raised his voice, too.
Our little boy's growing up.
I see progression here. He could be me in 20 years.
All right,
Hey, I didn't get this far from just showing up. I study the sport. I study the stats. I study everything before I go reporting it. And luckily, I have a very good crew with me, a very good staff with me, and a very good person like Jennifer and you and Devon and the crew. So let's get to our current events that are coming up, ThunderStriker events. First of all, we have our ThunderStriker night, Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers night, February 14th, Valentine's Day. So, wow. Okay, so we're going to share with everybody the most romantic night, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, February 14th, 7:30, as the Tampa Bay Lightning face the Stars. We will be setting off the Tesla coils during the second and third intermission. We are going to be lightning. We are going to deliver the thunder, and everybody's going to hear those coils. Baby, we're going to set them off. Jeremy, what are you doing? There we go. I was wondering what he was doing. He looked like he was playing a piano, looking for the right button to press.
It's hard being a producer, baby.
It's hard being a producer. Well, yeah, it's hard to be a producer for me.
All right, so ThunderStrikers night sounds like it'll be amazing.
Yes.
What else do you have to tell those fine people out there in ThunderStriker land?
Well, how about March 23rd? It is our second annual Bowl-a-thon. And Brandon, Florida, home of the Tampa Bay Lightning's facility complex where they practice, where they've been the last couple of days, and getting ready for a game coming up. And I can't wait to see my team play again.
I can't wait either.
Oh, my God. It's been terrible, hasn't it?
It has.
We've been suffering. Let me tell you, Devon's been playing his damn video games all the time now because he doesn't have the Lightning game now to watch.
Well,
So he's got to play his video games.
what
I
can
don't
you
know.
do?
I got to work. I got to bring home the money. That's what I got to do. That's what I do. So aside from this, of course. So you might want to put that date down. Second annual Bowl-a-thon, March 23rd, 10 at night to 1 a.m. in the morning. The fee is $25, includes everything, and it also helps our 2019 toy drive. Okay, and I really think that those are the two announcements that I have to make. I want to welcome Grayson Sullivan to the group. Grayson is going to be a huge part. We'll have more information about Grayson and what he does and what he brings to the table.
What a great name, Grayson. I really like that. It's cultured. Got a little culture to it.
He does what Paul does.
Really?
Yes.
Huh, I'm interested to meet him.
Graphic designer.
Interested to meet him.
Yes, he does some very fine work, and we welcome him to the group. I just added him to the group today. We also want to send along our condolences for James Ingram, who died today at 65 years old of brain cancer. Just found that out over my feed. Not too long ago, about a half hour ago, I found that out that he had died, unfortunately. So it's very, very unfortunate. All right, Jeremy, we have a whole lot of people that entered the room. So go ahead, sir, and do a roll call.
Absolutely. Tom Germano has been roasting your chestnuts here in the chat.
Tom, come on. He's an amateur. I want something more competition than that.
His first comment in the chat room was, "Go Red Sox."
Shows you his taste. You know what? I guarantee you, Thomas is also a Tom Brady fan. Marsha Brady.
Yeah, why not, right? And one thing, just going back to this football nonsense for one more minute,
Okay.
is it's all fine and good for all of us to argue and be mad at the refs for making an obvious bad call, but I guarantee you there is an entire tri-state area in New England that has no problem with that whatsoever.
Well, they're used to cheaters. They're used to cheating.
Like Bill Belichick says,
He cheats.
No.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's right.
All right,
He's
so-
a convicted thief.
He's
Thief!
busted a long time ago.
Yes, he was busted a long time ago, and many times.
The stalwart fan and friend that he is, Zechariah Miller.
Yep.
Debbie Petrie Reynolds Stedding was watching. What's up, Debbie?
Okay.
Kathy Nick, Richard Jordan Mendoza, and of course, our fine friend and colleague, Jennifer Barkowski.
which I'll have more information about her and how she's doing. Have an update.
Yep. Susan K. Herring, another fine
Susan?
friend that watches us every week. What's up, Susan?
Absolutely.
David M. Orcutt. Man, all of our regulars are here tonight. We
Yes.
love you guys.
Yes,
that you
regulars.
come and you watch us every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Perfect.
Get that voice going on, you know?
Yep,
The D
John's
voice.
done. The
The radio voice.
Yep, we're having fun up here. Joe's just about to deliver all of these stats, facts, and figures about the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I
that
know
are
a little
fit to
bit.
report. You know a thing or two about a thing or two, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I got plenty of years experience with this. All right, well, Devon, I'm going to start tonight with the review of the Tampa Bay Lightning shooting percentages so far this season. That is a very important stat, folks, because we want to look at how good the Lightning are compared to last year, and let's go over some of the stats and facts and see what we got. Steven Stamkos, I'm going to start with the captain, obviously. In 2018-2019, it's 17.0%. In 2017-2018, it was only 12.7%. That is a huge increase. I'm starting to see a lot more production from him. The shooting percentage since the end of November, when we checked, he only had 7 goals and was shooting well below his career normal. In picking up his shooting percentage, he also brought his career shooting percentage back up to 0.3% since November. Since then, he has scored 19 goals in 25 games on 23.2% shooting. He's been scoring as well as even strength, and he has been on the power play with 10 and 9 respectively.
Isn't Stamkos like the weakest All-Star that we have this year? Comparatively? Compared to, Braden Point obviously got the shaft.
He got shafted.
Kucherov clearly is the best. Vasily
absolutely.
doesn't have his hat in the ring because he's a goalie. But compared to the other guys that we have on the All-Star team, isn't Stamkos the quote-unquote weak one?
Well, compared to Nikita, who's having a much better season, he definitely should be considered the weaker link. But Steven Stamkos is an All-Star, and he's been amazing for us, and he's going to get that cup. I predicted that well before even the practice, before the season started, that we were going to win the cup, and I stand by that. Let's look at Nikita Kucherov's difference. In 2018-2019 season so far, he's 16.1%. Through November, it's 14.8%. In 2017-2018, he was just 14%. So he too has increased. He's ticked up his shooting percentage this November, and he has 9 goals in 24 games when he checked in November and was averaging about 2.5 shots on goal per game. He added a half shot per game and is now averaging 3 shots in the past 25 games and has picked up 13 goals. Way to go, Nikita, man. It's very hard to say who's our MVP. Yes, everybody could say Vasily's our MVP because of his great goaltending, but Nikita Kucherov is having a season, baby. He keeps this up. How could you not give him the rewards and he deserves it?
Yeah, you just can't.
Braden Point, 2018-2019, 23.6%. Very impressive. Last year in 2018, he was only 14.7%. So in his career, he's 17.2%. This is a big surprise, but I don't think it is. His shots on goal rate hasn't changed much, but he has come down to a 19.7 shooting. That's still a big boost from what he was scoring previously and helped him to be the first player to reach 30 goals and 30 assists this season. Wow.
Amazing.
How can this man not be on the All-Star team? And I've said that is just unbelievable. It really grinds my gears that he shouldn't been left off that roster.
He shouldn't have. It blows my mind.
Highway robbery, folks. Tyler Johnson, 2018-2019, 18.6%. Through November, 20.8%. In 2017, he was only 11.3%. Shooting percentage has regressed a little bit, but not as far as would have thought it would have come down. He was continued to shoot at a high end, 16.3% since he was checked in November, and he has added 8 goals to the 10 he's already had. His shooting rate hasn't changed. Okay, now we look at JT Miller. 2018-2019, he's shooting 11.3%. Through November, 13.9%. In 2017-18, he was 16.1%. Career is 13.6%. He's bounced around a little bit, but what you really have to like about him is when you play with Point and Kucherov, they're so deep in depth. And I've said that it's one of the things that I've continued to say. Our depth is incredible this year. It is far better than last year. We are a far better team than we were last year, and it's showing right now. Yanni Gourde, 2018-2019, is shooting 13.6%. Through November, it's 18.8%. In 2017-2018, he shot 18.4%. Career is 16.9%. Gourde has struggled a little bit to find the back of the net. He's put in 3 goals in his past 25 games. He's had a 10-game drought, scored a goal, and then 9 games. So he is kind of slumping a little bit, but, you know, he's a key cog to this team.
Yeah.
So you can't write him off.
No.
Andre Palat, 2018-2019, he's shooting 12.1%. Granted, he was hurt for a while too. So, unfortunately, it's just good to have him back on the line. Everybody loves having Andre Palat in the lineup. Same with Killorn, 2018-2019, shooting 10.9%. Through November, 6.8%. 2017-18, he's 9.6%. Career is 10.1%. He'll pick things up. Great third line. Cirelli and Joseph was incredible, snake bitten to start the year, but the trio got a lot of chances and were just unable to cash in. Cologne tallying only 3 goals. Since then, though, Cologne has picked up his shooting rate. He's potted 8 goals in the last 25 games to get him in double digits for the 6th season in a row. That's impressive when you can go 6th season and be consistent with those numbers.
Impressive.
Yeah, and considering he might be one of the guys that may have to go, we have to get rid of, obviously, some salary folks because, you know, we look about the guys that we have to, you know, sign. When you talk about Andre Vasilevsky and Braden Point, these guys are major players. They're going to demand big bucks, and we have to move some salaries. So we'll get into that again at another time. But Seti Procat, 2018-2019, 15.1%, 14.3 through November. He's increased. He's gotten better. Very, very good. I like having him in the lineup. He's only missed 1 game so far after playing 56, 58, and 56 games the past 3 seasons. That's consistency. Even though he gets hurt quite a bit, he's in the lineup. When he's in the lineup, he's good. Ronnie Pisco, hey, I see that you just entered. What's going on? We got a showdown with the New York Islanders. Ooh, yeah, back to back. Saturday, Sunday, baby. Islanders, Rangers. Ooh, yeah! Islanders, Rangers. Here we go. We're better than both of them teams.
Yep.
Yeah, that's undisputed. Look at the records. Look where we are. Look where they are. There you go. Ryan Callahan, 9.1%. Through November, 10%. He was 4.8% in 2017-18. Lifetime career, 10.1%. He's having a better season this year. If he stays healthy, that's my key to Ryan Callahan. This kid, Matteo Joseph, not only is he one of the quickest guys on the team, if not the quickest guy on the team, his shooting percentage is 17.9%. Through November was 11.6%. This guy got his 14th career goal. He added that to pick up 4 goals over 4 games and finished the first 24 games of the season with 5 goals. Since then, he's been in and out of the lineup with the injury, but that happens. You can't really fault him for that. He's shooting an insane 29.2% in his past 17 games and brought his grand total for the season up to 12 goals. He currently sits in 2nd among rookie goal scorers. Matteo Joseph, baby. Woohoo! Damn! Fire! 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 Very good. How about Cirelli? Let's talk about Cirelli. Cirelli, 11.7% shooting percentage, 2018-2019. Through November, 9.8. Last season, he was 2017-2018, he was 19.2. Okay, well, you know, he's still an effective guy to have on his team. 7 assists to 12 for 12 points. Cirelli is a guy I'd never expect to be higher scoring percentage player. but sitting around 10.12% makes him a very good third-line player. That is very true.
Very true.
Yeah. So, wow, I mean, this is why we did this. It's just to give you an idea of some of these players that are key to us, that are shooting the puck more and scoring goals and doing what they have to do, set up goals for our big guys. These guys are crucial to this team.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we got on the schedule for tonight. Matchups. We got Winnipeg and Boston, Buffalo at Columbus, the Philadelphia Tube Stakes Flyers face the Rags of New York Rangers tonight. Tomorrow's schedule is Tampa Bay Lightning against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Now, of course, they're already there already. They left Brandon, Florida, their training complex today, and they arrived in Pittsburgh. They are there, and we are ready to go. We are ready to go. 8 o'clock tomorrow night, NBCSN, if you guys want to watch it on the tube, and Buffalo at Dallas. Thursday night, we have Philadelphia at Boston, the Rangers against New Jersey, and Columbus at Winnipeg. And then we got a Friday night game against the New York Islanders. 7 o'clock. Let's go, Bolts, baby. We're going to take them out.
Tear them up.
And, Ronnie's going to be saying that. Those are fighting words, Devon. Back to back. We have a back-to-back New York Islanders, and then we have the New York Rangers. Oh, how it's going to be fun to beat on those Rangers.
The Rags.
The Rags. At MSG, 8 o'clock. NBC, the game is on. So let's go, Bolts. Take those New York teams out and keep that standing as the best team in hockey, leading by, what are we leading by, 12 points?
Yeah, I believe so.
Toronto is 12 points behind us. Toronto. Had to say that. So, how many people watched the All-Star Game? Did you watch the All-Star Game?
I did not.
Did you watch the
I
All-Star
missed
Game?
it this year.
What? You guys,
I
you
did
guys,
go out with family.
you guys did not watch the All-Star Team. You
I-
guys are hockey fans. I think you would watch a little bit of the All-Star Game.
I had to go out with family.
Okay, well, beginning of the All-Star weekend, the Metropolitans faced the Central and destroyed them 10-5. It was not a good game, folks. It was kind of like a blowout. So when the Metro won that game, they advanced. The Metro faced the Atlantic next. That was a little bit more closer of a contest. And, of course, as everybody knows, Andre Vasilevsky was in goal to start. And he did pretty good. He did pretty good. Unfortunately, we didn't have – well, we were leading when he was in there. He had 10 saves. He did pretty good. Jimmy Howard came in and, unfortunately, gave the game away after that. Unfortunately, Mr. Sidney Crosby goal, and Seth Jones, Jack Eichel, Steven Stamkos at 3:15, baby. There's another goal for your captain at 3:15 of the first period. Steven Stamkos. I love when he scores in the All-Star game. Let's see. We had Seth Jones again, Jeff Skinner, John Tavares, Sidney Crosby again. Why can't you stop this guy? Why can't you stop this guy? Crosby. Why? That just grinds my gears. Well, anyway, unfortunately, the Metropolitans were able to beat our Atlantic All-Stars, unfortunately, and that was game 7-4 final. If we would have been able to keep Vasilevsky in for the whole game, then we would have definitely won. But unfortunately, the other goalies have to get their time in. So that's how the Atlantic lost, unfortunately, when Vasi came out. And the final game was Central against the Pacific. And I thought that would be more of a competition, but unfortunately, it was another blowout. The Central won 10-4 over Pacific, and that was it. So, man, that was a blowout. I can't believe that. Well, the bottom line is I didn't think it was all that great. And I got tired of seeing Sidney Crosby. And I got tired of basically the same things that I always see. I know it's an all-star game. They're playing for the $1 million, folks. They're playing for the money. It's $1 million. So they go out there. The big names go out there. They play their hockey and everything, and they do their thing. I get that, but it just seemed like it was just not that good. Maybe because Braden Point wasn't in it. Maybe because Braden Point deserved to be there and wasn't there. It would have added a lot more fire, a lot more grace. You know that he would have scored goals.
Yeah, he would have.
Oh.
He definitely got robbed.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the Atlantic didn't win, and it was unfortunate, but that's what happens. But you know, you hockey fans are gonna watch the game no matter what, and root for your favorite players, and that's the way it should be. So it's basically the players are just wanting those $1 million, and they're going all out to get that $1 million. But like I said, hockey is a much better sport and much more fun to watch than obviously the NFL. And of course, you got baseball season coming up too soon.
The NFL, the National Foolish League. Uh-huh.
There you go. There's another one. I like that.
Yeah.
It certainly can't be the NFL. No, because
There's
it's a
no
joke.
way.
The referees are horrible. The payoffs are terrible. The Super Bowl's already been decided. The refs have already decided it. Let's move on from the football. Let's move on from the All-Star Game, because I really would have been much more into it if Braden Point would have been in there and scoring goals, and Bassi would have been in there and stopped all the goals from scoring and stopped the Metropolitans from winning. But that's another story. So, Mr. Davis.
Yes, sir.
We are done with the information that I've reported so far.
All right. We've had a couple questions from our some of our fans out there in the ThunderStriker chat room. Would you care to take a couple questions?
Let's go.
All right. Richard Mendoza asks, what's the battle plan for the Predators?
What's the battle plan for the Predators? Win. They need to beat Nashville. They've been having some problems with Nashville. Then again, everybody's going to have problems with Nashville because they have such a great goaltender. I think we need to be more aggressive. The Predators caught us last time. They're a hard team to beat. They are a hard team to beat. They always give us fits. Pekka Rinne is an amazing goaltender. Give him credit. You know, Pekka Rinne is the reason why the Predators are as good as they are. I think we can beat them. I think we can go head-to-toe with them, and we can beat them. We'll just have to prove it the next time we play them. But I really have a lot of respect for the Nashville Predators. Thanks for asking.
All right. I hope I pronounced this, well, not his name, but Tom Germano wants to know thoughts of the Muzzin deal. Is this Muzzin deal to Toronto? You know anything about that?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it correctly? Is it Muzzin?
Muzzin.
Okay.
Muzzin.
Pronounced like it sounds.
That's a good pickup. And Toronto's going to be scary. That's a very big pickup.
Yeah.
Muzzin is no joke. Muzzin's no joke. They really got better, and we need to be on our best to beat them, because we already played them twice already. We won one and we lost one. The one that we lost, their goalie stepped up and was better than our goalie. So, yeah, Toronto's huge. You think that 12-point lead's going to last?
Wow.
Toronto's a very, very good team. I think it's going to go down. It's going to go down to the final couple of games. Toronto's going to be there in the end.
Yeah.
Not so much the rest of the teams. I think Toronto's the team that we have to beat out. Just because we got a 12-point lead, we can't sit on it. We have to play aggressively, play commitment to winning this cup. And you have to reach down and play every game hard. Man, like I said, Nashville's a tough team. Toronto is going to be a pain, but we are going to beat them. So, yeah, Tom, good question. Thank you.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Let's give a quick shout out to some of the people that have joined us since our last shout-outs. We have a new member watching us tonight, and I hope I pronounced her last name correctly. Gerald Wisniewski. He's new. Welcome to the show, Gerald. We're happy that you're watching us.
Yep.
We are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers. Of course, Amber Permenter was watching. She said she is currently working, so she's going to come in and out of the chat room. But
awesome.
We met her at the Bowl-a-thon. She's absolutely amazing.
She's great.
Terry Benefield, always here with us.
Always.
Fran Straight.
Always.
Ashley Kittel. Okay, I never know how to pronounce some of these names. Tyler Savage. And, of course, you gave a shout-out to our good buddy Ron Pisco. We are
on.
That's right.
It's on. Saturday night, Pisco, it's on. Bring your best.
So we are right about at the halfway mark. Of course, you know I love to do this.
Oh, here we go.
We are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from the WZIG 104.1 FM radio booth inside Snappers Grill and Comedy Club, located in scenic Palm Harbor, Florida. We want to do a special shout out to our good friend Jennifer Barkowski.
Oh, absolutely.
Joe, take over.
Well, you caught me off guard over here.
Sorry, I thought we covered this earlier.
Well, we did.
All right. Well, while you're looking, I can fill in. Our hearts definitely go out to Jennifer. She filled Joe in on some news about her current situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to, just update you guys about what's going on with her and ask for thoughts and prayers and
things of that paper,
things of that nature.
Better resort to this because I can't find it. Yeah, it's on my phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was kind of like a private session because me and Jennifer work together on this group and this company on the functions. We keep it going. Jen has been an amazing person inside and outside of the arena. We have a very good friendship. She heads up very good staff, and I love having her as part of the Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers. And when I get news like this, it's emotional, and I was very, very worried when I first, started talking to her, and it was a personal conversation. So naturally, a lot of people just didn't know what was going on. When I had posted originally, I had posted something like, I need, the group to say your prayers and keep her in your thoughts about what was happening and everything. But they didn't know what was happening. Well, me and Jen are close enough where we share things, share news, we share opinions. She's a huge part of the management team, and she communicates with Devon quite a bit. So when we make decisions and stuff, what's in the best interest of the company and the group, we sometimes have to remove some people and stuff like that. But this conversation was very, very personal, and it was about her health. So she talked to me about it and everything, and I really appreciated that she came to me, and we had a pretty big conversation, and the contents of that conversation was she was in the beginning stages of kidney failure. I'm not giving up. I'm going to fight this with everything I have, and that I appreciate everything, all the prayers and thoughts, phone calls and texts from everybody. She's been going to the doctor 3 or 4 times a week. So we basically just wanted to release this information, even though it's private. She had talked to me about it, and I said it was a good idea to disclose, what was happening, so everybody gets a grip of what's happening with her, and that her health is not very good right now. So we definitely want to keep up the prayers and everything. That's a very serious thing, folks, and it was hard on me. The first couple of days after she had told me that, I was really worried about her and everything. Almost like a sister.
Yeah.
It hits home. And I wasn't sure if you knew all the details about it, but
she sent me a few of them.
Yeah. So she is a fighter, and she will fight this. And like everybody else that's strong that we've had in the group, Dustin Snyder was a perfect example of strong when he was fighting cancer. When he was terminally full of cancer and spreading through his whole body and everything. He was dying literally at ThunderStriker night. When we had our ThunderStriker night, he was with me, and you could see he was pale, and you could see that, it was really eating him away. But you had to move on, and he showed so much encouragement and everything. And same with Jen. You fight it. You want to fight it. You want to take it on. You want to defeat it. And knowing Jen as I do, and I've started to get closer to her in the year that we've had her in the ThunderStrikers, she's been a blessing in disguise for this group. She's done a lot for this group, a lot more than just about anybody I know. So Jen, you're a vital part of this organization, and I'm glad that you came to me and asked me to say this. And it's been hard on me to deal with this because I feel so bad. And I know a lot of people that are in cancer therapy and everything, and I know people that have diabetes. It's a difficult time. It really is. It's hard to hear all the bad news and try to say, okay, well, we're going to conquer this. We're going to fight this. And she has that kind of attitude, and that's what's going to make her win, because she has that attitude. She has that thing where she won't give up, and this is going to be taken care of.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, for what it's worth, Jen, our energy and our thoughts are with you. You've got supporters and friends out there that are not going through this directly with you, but we're there to hold your hand. And if you need, I know this sounds kind of trite and a little bit cliche, but if you need something, if there's anything that we can do, your ThunderStriker team, to help you, just ask us. We're a team. That's what team members do, is they hold each other up.
Yeah,
exactly.
And again, I definitely respect and value her, and for her to just say, hey, Joe, I want you to make an announcement about this. Let everybody know what's happening. It was hard for me to keep that information that I was getting. It was hard to keep it to myself. It really was. But I respected that. And that's why I did what I did. And I just said, hey, just, say some prayers and everything for her, that she'll conquer what she's going through. I did not disclose, the real info, but I'm glad that I was able to share it with everybody. And I'm glad that, I'm sure Jen feels a lot better about this now.
She does. She says down here in the chat that we're gonna make her cry. It's not our intention. She also says thanks everybody, and every little bit helps. So
it's true.
As we said, our hearts go out to you. And yeah, what else is there to say about it, really?
Yeah, we're on your side. We're gonna fight with you. We're gonna cheer you on. You're gonna defeat it, just like a friend of mine from Sticks of Fire, Christine Watson. She was going through a bad time, and she conquered it. She conquered it because she fought it, and she won. And that's what you have to do. You have to say, you know what? No matter what comes my way, no matter what I'm up against, I'm going to conquer it. I'm going to defeat it. There'll be pain. But you know what overcomes the pain? Just the fact that people care. They're helping you. They're praying for you. They're giving you support, cheer you on, and so you don't give up. So you will not give up. You will fight, and you will fight it to the end, and you will win. You will come out the winner. And my producer is impotent with the button again.
Yeah! All right, so let's do a drastic tonal shift here. Again, we love you, Jen, but we're going to do a drastic tonal shift and hopefully turn those tears into laughs with my favorite segment.
Oh, yes.
The news.
Oh,
wacky, wild, and ridiculous news from all around the world. Brought to you by the founder, president, CEO, chairman of the board, prime minister, secretary of the interior, speaker of the house, mayor and governor, Pharaoh, head cheese, and my good buddy, a Mr. Joe D'Angelo. Now, hit him, baby.
As long as it's American cheese, I'm good with it. I like American cheese. Are we ready?
I was born ready.
Do we not? Do we want to skip over Florida?
No, man. Hit him with the good stuff.
Okay. All right. The baby boom generation has gone back to pot. A report by The Guardian found that the fastest growing demographic of marijuana users is folks over 50. The summer of love generation is turning to marijuana thanks to the legalization and because the medical movement has taught them to treat their joint problems with joint solutions.
I fully support this idea.
I figured so. But remember, that's not recreational marijuana.
Oh, no. That's
medical.
medicinal, which is a completely different thing.
That's completely different. And this is legal. I want to make that clear because I have a lot of friends that.
He doesn't look too good over there.
He doesn't. A New Jersey thief dropped in and couldn't climb out. Benny Ramirez, 30, allegedly cut a hole in the roof, raided a pizzeria cash register, but had no way to get out. Ah, New Jersey, huh?
Hey, New Jersey, the
New Jersey.
New York's dumpster pile.
He then broke his way into the liquor store next door, got drunk, and passed out.
That's one way to do it.
And he got arrested. You jerk off! What the hell are you thinking?
That's one way to do it, I guess. Knowing you're gonna go to jail anyway.
Yeah, drink your life away, pass out, and let the cops catch you on the way down.
Why not?
Falling off the roof. What a moron. Full of stuff here. Full of stuff. Okay, guinea pig booze. Hounds will drink to that. Pennsylvania cops posted on Facebook a call from volunteers to get drunk on the department's dime and were flooded by responses from hundreds of eager lushes. Kutztown Police Department said it was seeking 3 people willing to get hammered on hard liquor at a training seminar to teach newbie officers on how to give field sobriety tests.
I never knew that this was a thing.
I
Why
didn't
wasn't
either.
I invited to this? I'd be there like drinking, and they'd be like, "Okay, you can stop now." I'm like, "No, I'm not drunk yet." I'd breathe into the tube. I'd be like, they say your blood alcohol content is still 0, but I've had half a bottle of tequila.
Okay, this is my final one here. Movies are going to dogs in Texas. A seminar for pooches is open in the Lone Star State, complete with concession snacks for people and pups. The owners of K9 Theater in Plano say pet owners must follow just 3 doggone rules. Clean up after your pooch, bring proof of the vaccination, and 2 dogs maximum per human.
Well, seems reasonable.
Yeah.
How is that a crazy story? I don't get it.
Well, not every story is crazy.
Oh,
And
but this is the news.
you
It's
have a
supposed to
dog.
be-
Do you know where there is a dog theater anywhere in Florida? No, there isn't. That's what makes it
Unique.
different.
Interestingly enough, I don't know about any dog theaters, but they are opening a cat cafe in Tampa over the course of the next year. Do you know what cat cafes are?
Really?
Yeah, this is a place where you can go and you can eat and have tea and crumpets and all those types of things and hang out with a bunch of cats. It's like
Cool.
all the rage in Japan.
I'll have to bring my cats to the cat theater.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to. Like, they'll already have like 10 or 12 cats there already.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
All
I'm
right.
done. I got to rest my voice a little bit.
Let's see what we're dealing with here. I'm going to read this story because I love harp seals. And this is just generally good advice to go by. Don't feed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to the seals. I love it. So that's what Wareham, Massachusetts officials are telling locals after they found a harp seal at Swift's Beach surrounded by several sandwiches. Okay. While the intent was nice, the seal is better off eating fish and not getting stressed out by human interaction, said one official. What would possess somebody to think that a harp seal would enjoy a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I don't know.
I mean, bring them some fish, like maybe a tuna fish sandwich would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for a harp seal, that's just out of control.
Out of control. I had to say that. A little bit louder than normal frequency, too.
see what else we got here.
Okay.
Boring. Boring. I don't think you read this one because we all love animals here with your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh no, you already read that one. Okay. Let's try another one.
Yeah. No, we're hooked on with the Humane Society of Pinellas County, and we definitely work with all the pet societies.
I didn't think you read this because it started off with guinea pig booze hounds. So,
I did.
I don't know. I guess we'll go back to Florida because you never have to go far in Florida to find some crazy news.
Nope.
Lewdness in aisle 3. A Florida man, of course, was charged with exposing and pleasuring himself in the pillow section of a Walmart in Stuart, Florida, authorities said. Where else are you going to do that? Listen, if I had a nickel for every time I've gotten caught doing that in Walmart, I'd have about 35 cents. Dennis Palmer.
You're violating the damn pillows.
Dennis Palmer, 31, reportedly said he was just itching himself because he has crabs. Yeah. Sure. But police said a surveillance video showed more than rubbing and itching, and it continued for several minutes. Yeah.
Busted.
Yeah. Some people are into that type of stuff. Who knows?
Really? A pillow? You're taking it out on a pillow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Better than a pie.
Oh,
or is it?
American Pie. That was a good movie.
I guess that's an interesting question. Is it better to pleasure yourself with a pillow or a pie? I'm going to have to think about that.
Not many people I know do baked goods.
You must not be hanging out with the right people.
Thank God I ain't.
All right, here we go again, Florida. And don't monkey around with this intruder. White Palm apartment complex residents in Port Orange, Florida, were told to stay clear of an injured brown rhesus macaque recently seen hanging out at their pool. Macaques are monkeys, by the way.
Yeah.
The 2.5-foot tall critter can carry diseases like rabies and hepatitis, officials said. Florida seems to have this penchant for like lost monkeys. Like, you remember the mystery monkey of Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
It was like a couple of years ago. This monkey escaped from the zoo and was running around.
Well, there was a couple altercations with horses too.
All right. Just to kill a little bit more time, I'll read one more here. Just to kill a little more time.
Too much.
It is
Where
too
do these
much.
people come from? I'm glad I don't know these people.
Yeah,
I am so glad that I don't know these people. Holy crap.
No joke.
Wow.
All right, we'll close with this because I don't know, it just gets my attention. This professor was worried about a different kind of class rank. A University of Houston professor caused a stink. Oh God, these puns are terrible. A University of Houston professor caused a stink when he sent a letter to students asking them, please take a shower every morning and please use deodorant.
Oh.
I can only imagine. Some observers said he was right on the nose, but others said he was taking too keen an interest in the student body. Man, who's writing this garbage?
I don't know.
There was like 9 puns.
These are the wires, baby. These are the news wires. I get these every day. News wires.
Listen, I've never been to college. Well, I mean, I've been to college, but I've never attended college as a student.
You've been to the College of 420 University.
No, I used to hang out up at the University of Florida, Gainesville quite a lot. So I know that a lot of these college students, especially like medical students and, students that have double majors and stuff like that, they don't have time to worry about such trifles as showering. They got to get to class on time. There's only 4 areas that you have to wash. You know what they are?
I don't buy it.
No, neither.
I take a shower every day. Every day, every part.
But just in case you can't, there's only 4 key areas. George Carlin talked about this.
Okay.
Yeah. Pits, tits, crotch, and teeth. That's all you got to do. You guys out there that are listening, write this down for your notes. Pits, tits, crotch, and teeth. That's all you got to do.
Wow.
And that was the news.
Oh, crazy.
It gets more out of control every week.
Each and every week, the news lines come to me, and then I have to report it because these morons, these crazy, amazingly crazy people doing crazy things.
Would you expect any less?
Too much.
No.
But thank you for being nuttier than a pet coon. Thank you.
Nuttier than a fruitcake.
Thank you for doing that, because then I get to look at this and say, oh my God, is this really true? Did this person do this? Did that person violate that horse? Did this person do this to this monkey? I mean, what the hell's wrong with people? Medicated. Some people just need it.
Anyway,
Bad.
you know, the world is full of a lot of different types of people, and it's these types of interesting characters that make this abysmal existence of ours a little bit more palatable.
And me as a broadcast journalist, I have to report this. Really? My job is to report sports. These crazy idiots that go around doing all this crazy stuff. I don't like having to report it, but I guess it's
a bittersweet. It's a bittersweet thing. You got to do what you got to do.
There, choose your people that you want to be around wisely.
Mm-hmm. And something else too to think about is, as a broadcast journalist, you don't get to pick and choose which type of news you report. You gotta deliver the facts.
This is true, and I do.
Yeah,
I do.
As you do.
I got my sports Bible. It's what I do. I study it, and that's what makes me do what I do.
Yep, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Well, we've got about 9 minutes left here. What else do you want to do? You want to try rolling out a new segment, or do you want to talk a little bit more about the Lightning? Or
you know what? I think we covered the Lightning, baby. We're ready to roll. I mean, they've been practicing in Brandon. They are ready to go. Trust me when I say that. They are rested. They are ready to go. Let's go out there. Let's take on Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins and defeat them. I like Penguins. I do. I like the animal, the penguin, but I do not like the Pittsburgh Penguins. So let's do the job, get it done, beat those Penguins in front of their own fans, and let Cindy cry like he always does, because that's what he does best. He cries. He is the NHL's Tom Brady.
I think somebody actually said that in the chat room earlier.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's damn true.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, thank you very much. It is very true. Cynthia Crosby is a crybaby, whining bitch. And you know what? He's up there with Marsha Brady, or as New England calls him, Tom Brady. I call him Marsha Brady because he's a whining little bitch. Bottom line, I don't care how good he is.
Doesn't matter to you?
I don't
Doesn't
care.
matter
I don't care how good he is. I don't care how good he is. He whines and he cries if he doesn't get his own way. Wee. I got poop in my pants.
Help me.
Somebody insulted me. Ooh, he touched me. That's what Tom Brady does. Ooh, he touched me. Okay, referee, drop the flag.
Touch him, Tom Brady.
He touched him. He touched him. That's a violation. Oh,
15-yard penalty.
yeah, automatic. You touched Tom Brady. You're not allowed to touch the precious Tom Brady. Oh no, you can't touch him.
You know, it's and forgive me out there, guys, if this rubs you guys the wrong way out there in the listening realm, but I don't like football. Not a big fan of the game or the sport.
Yep. It's corrupt.
Well, of course, but the thing about Tom Brady, and I think this is the same for any like superstar in any sport or any game, is that you can hate him as much as you want. You can tell him that he's a cheater. You can call him a crybaby.
Oh, definitely.
You can call him a wimp or whatever you want. But the fact remains is that guy has more Super Bowl rings than I could ever even hope to achieve.
Not against my team, he doesn't.
And at the end of the day, he is going to be remembered throughout history.
Bah!
Yeah, I know it stinks, but it's one of those
You know
dirty
what?
truths.
There's these little things called asterisks.
Oh yeah, you know all about asterisks, don't you? Considering half the players on the Yankees have them.
Jimmy Johnson in NASCAR, cheater, asterisk.
Alex
New England-
Rodriguez.
New England Patriots, asterisk. Cheating coach, been caught more than once. And nobody can deny that. He has been caught more than once. He's a proven cheater. The referees for the NFL are corrupt. They are accepting bribes. They are accepting money. And if you touch Tom Brady, boom, you're out of the game. Oh, how dare you touch Marsha Brady like that?
Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Alex Rodriguez. Oh, excuse me. Alex Rodriguez.
Here we go again. He is busting on my Yankees. However, the sport is full of it from all the teams, and that includes the Tampa Bay Rays. And there are 15 fans, the lowest attendance in Major League Baseball, next to the Florida Marlins, of course. But the Marlins are going to outdraw them next year because the Marlins are significant compared to the Rays. And you don't have to bring cash. You don't have to bring cash anymore to the cesspool in St. Pete because they're only taking credit cards and debit cards now. Oh, boy. Does that mean I don't have to have cash? I can pay with my credit card?
Yep.
Ah.
And attend a very nice game in a bus station.
And they took up all those seats on the top there where the poor fans, they don't want to spend, whatever money that it is to get up there. They literally give the tickets away, folks, because they can't draw anybody.
I have to admit that is true.
So what do? You could go to 7-Eleven and buy, what is that 7-Eleven promotion that they got? Oh, here you go. You're going to attend a free Rays game. I don't have to pay then.
I'll even join a little bit on your side on this. Eventually, it's going to come to the point where they start paying fans to show up to the game.
Oh,
yeah.
Stu Sternberg is a moron and a jackass. And I have always said this, as long as Stu Sternberg owns the Tampa Bay Rays, they will never be significant. They will be an embarrassment to Tampa Bay, just like the Tampa Bay Bucks. Same thing. Ownership, horrible. These teams need to get the hell out of Tampa Bay because they're an embarrassment. And their attendance is awful. People just don't want. You know what? They'll go to exhibition games. They love the exhibition games. But they will not go to a Rays game unless they're bribed or, sneak them in. Why don't you? When I go, I get select seating. I can go right into the best box seat they have and watch their game, watch them lose, and enjoy it because
the Rays had a great season last year.
Well, for once. How many great seasons have they had? 2?
This isn't a baseball show.
Okay, yeah, it's not a baseball show because there really isn't a baseball team in Tampa to really brag about.
That's funny.
20 years of losing.
That's funny.
Never winning the World Series.
All right, so final thoughts, you guys. What do you guys think?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna time this. What he's gonna say. Go ahead, Devon.
First of all, I want to send my prayers out to Jennifer. Get well, get better. You can fight this.
Wow.
And let's go Bolts. Let's go win. Play hard. Play every period. And let's go Bolts and win it. And thank y'all for watching.
Very good.
Get better this time.
Yeah, a few more words. You're getting there.
Yeah, a few more words. You add to it.
Our protege is growing up.
Well, you got to give him some time.
Yeah, and once we're living together, I'll have a few hours to sit down with you and give you a few lessons.
Ah, yes, guidance counseling.
Oh, I wouldn't call it guidance counseling. I call it more like practice and rehearsal. Why not?
Practice and rehearsal. Yeah. Well, I came this way. It wasn't something that, just came overnight and everything. Last year, I was full-time. I did 39 shows last year, so I had the experience last year. This year, I'm kicking ass, having a lot better fun time this year than I did last year. Last year, I was content. I was happy, but there was something that just was negative, and Jeremy knows what I'm talking about, so we won't go there. But this year has been outstanding. I'm glad I brought Jeremy into this, and hopefully, he'll get to be even better as the year goes on.
That's right.
Our ThunderStrikers shows, we're averaging 150, 200 views, right?
Yeah, something like that. Actually, it's going up even more recently.
Yeah, so we're growing and getting better, and thanks to you guys for watching the show.
Absolutely.
We're only going to get bigger and better.
Let me give a final shout out to some other people that joined us. Dan Harajon, the good broadcast journalist in his own right,
has an amazing broadcast journalist.
What's up, Dan?
He's got me beat.
Lori Schroeder-Jones and our good buddy Paul Pavlovich were watching.
Ah, Paul, you snuck in again.
Yeah,
you bastard.
He was in there earlier.
He does it all the time. He sneaks in.
That's right. So what about you, Joe? Any final words and thoughts as we're getting ready to close out here?
Yeah, just thanks a lot for watching. As Devon said, I'm very appreciative of you guys watching the show and being dedicated and committed to our show. Our Bolts fans, we love our Lightning. Some of us are not Bolts fans, but you watch the show anyway. Thank you for watching. Ronnie Pisco, that's a perfect example. He's an Islander fan, but he lives in Tampa Bay, and he roots for the Bolts when he can. And
Exactly.
we need to go to a game and show him what a real arena is. Come on now. Amalie Arena, baby. We got a billionaire owner who loves to spend his money on his team, unlike Stu Sternberg.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's been another fabulous show. As usual, we are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from the WZIG 104.1 FM radio booth inside Snappers Grill and Comedy Club as my computer blows up. In scenic Palm Harbor, Florida. Send them away, Joe.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jody Angelo. Good night from Snappers Grill.
Woo-hoo. Should I do another song?
Yes.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, how talented.
I am incredibly talented.